So what I said to him was, look up the 13th Amendment. I said, I'll give you some homework. I said, I'm not going to explain anything to you. I'm not going to preach to you. I said, just look up the 13th Amendment and see what you get. He said, all right, I want an aha moment. So, you looked it up, right?
Yeah.
What'd you get? This is the 13th Amendment of the American Constitution, right? What's it say?
All right, so in school we're taught that the 13th Amendment basically frees slaves, and that any type of slavery or involuntary servitude is illegal unless unless you committed a crime, virtually.
Right. Why cops just don't target black people? Like, maybe it starts at home or in the community or wherever it starts, but that's not it. Cops have been, and our government has been, systemically targeting black people to arrest them from the year that slavery was abolished, right? Oh. Slavery was abolished in 1865, but in our 13th Amendment, which is what he said, but what we don't focus on in the 13th Amendment is that it said slavery is abolished in America and American territories, unless you commit a crime. It didn't say, in America, we believe slavery is abolished permanently, indefinitely. There should never be slaves in America under any circumstance. It said slavery is abolished in America unless you commit a crime. So when the 4 million Africans were freed from slavery, right, abolished, crimes, there was a code called the Black Codes, or vagrancy tactics, that happened, which made it illegal to be homeless. It was illegal not to have a job. So now if you were black and you were homeless, mind you, you're just now freed from slavery. But if you are homeless,
you got nowhere to go.
You got nowhere to go. It's illegal. So I can arrest you and I can lease you back to a plantation to work. If you walked on the wrong side of the tracks, or if you were without a job, or a job a white person approves of, that was illegal. So we now can arrest you and lease you back to the plantations, where offenders who were caught with cocaine, which was a more drug that was popular in white communities or middle-class communities, would get lesser crimes than those caught with crack, which was found in black communities, right?
Yeah, I think it was, 200 grams equals 5 grams?
Yeah, all that crazy shit. Or why black people typically get sentenced, right now it's 58 and a half months for non-violent crimes, compared to white people who get convicted an average of 60 months for violent crimes. Bringing it back to the 13th Amendment. Black people, right, Black Lives Matter, black people, the African people, are brought here as chattel property to work. Because all the police do is just do their job. Their job is told to meet these quarters, we need to fill these jails up, we gotta do X, Y, Z. So they're just doing their job, they're trying to do it with a pure heart, but they have superiors. Superiors have superiors. And so the trickle-down effect, the domino effect, is that if they knew they had to pay inmates minimum wage for the jobs that they worked in prison, because mind you, if you go to jail, your penalties are freedom being taken away. Your penalties shouldn't be slavery, free labor, or cheap labor. So if we made it a stance and said no slavery, no exception in America, we are Americans, we had enough of slavery, no exception to slavery. That would just fuck the system up. We're gonna make laws, and now businesses like Victoria's Secret, Starbucks, and other corporations pay politicians, they lobby politicians to make laws that target poor and black people, and give them longer sentences, so they go to jail to work like I did when I was locked up in upstate New York.
What did you do? What was the benefit of your labor when you were in jail?
Well, I worked in upstate New York in Ulster County, cutting down trees for 8 hours a day for 30 cents a day.
Really?
So if you can get someone to cut down trees that's a $13 an hour job for 30 cents a day, it's a big benefit to the jails. Or if you get someone, you think about jails, people, what most of you don't know if you haven't been to prison, right? Most of you don't know if you haven't been to prison, is that when you go to jail, even county jails, that the inmates take care of the whole prison. They mop the floors, they make the food, they groom the lawns, right? And those are all free jobs. So the prison system makes money off free labor. Private companies make money off free prison labor. And the American government utilizes this workforce as free labor, and it's only legal that it happens in voluntary servitude or the slavery because our 13th Amendment says so.